Think you don't have room to grow your own food? Well, it's time to think again. Today I'm going to show you how in just 2 square feet, I'm going to grow 30 plants for my spring garden. Hi, I'm Amanda.
Welcome back to the Profinite Gardener.
Today, we are going to show you how to set up and plant a GreenStalk vertical planter. We are going to do it as a spring salad garden. So lots of greens, a couple of root vegetables, and a couple of herbs. Do you like salad? Are you excited? Okay, this is going to be fun, huh?
And I also like the green beans that push out.
Oh, you like the peas?
Yeah. Can we plant those?
Peas are something that you can do in the GreenStalk vertical planter, but they're going to want to grow up and be really tall, so you have to have a good way to trellis them. But you know me, I love to try new things and experiment. She has requested it. I think we need to plant some peas in this too. Something I love about the GreenStalk vertical planter is that it only takes up 2 square feet of space on the ground, and you can plant 30 plants in it. So a great use of space if you don't have room for a big garden. I'm going to put mine right here on our back patio, and it will get plenty of sun here. I'll have to come out and turn it every now and then to make sure everything gets enough sun and even sun, but this is going to be a fun project that we're going to do together, huh? Okay, let's go. We're going to start off by prepping our potting soil. We're just using these big bags we got from Costco, a really economical way to go. I've used this before and it's been great. This is made for use in containers. So one thing about potting soil, when you get it right out of the bag, it tends to be a little dry, even a little hydrophobic. So it's important to hydrate that soil first, and then we'll put it in our GreenStalk planter. Get this dry part over here. Whoa, don't get me.
Oh, you almost got dirt on you.
We have our soil all hydrated, so we're ready to plant up. Now, a few things I want to point out, key components of this system are the containers, the planters themselves, that each have 6 pockets in it. And then you also put one of these watering reservoirs in each container after you've planted it up and before you stack the next one on. This is something that GreenStalk sells separately, but it's called the Ultimate Spinner. It has wheels on it so you can move it around, and it also spins. This makes it so much nicer to work with and move around. I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, because if I don't, my brain will forget. But if you're interested in GreenStalk, go click our link in the description to check out all their products. And if you want to use our code, you can get 10 off of $75. So check all of that out in the description. We'll leave all of the information there for you. So let's get planting. I'm going to start by placing this first layer on here. There we go. Right on there. See, it spins super nicely. Now, we don't want water getting down in the, soil getting down in this hole here while we're filling it up with soil, because the water needs to be able to flow through there. I'm just going to cover it with tape. GreenStalk is actually launching a brand new product. It's a cute little carrot that you can use to put right in that hole to stop up the hole while you fill it up. And it also has markings on it for planting depth for when you plant seeds. And we're going to be putting plants in here. We're going to be direct sowing with just seeds. So maybe that carrot would have been useful for me. All of the plants that I'm going to be planting in here are ones that I grew in my milk jugs. I've done a couple videos on that. It was super successful. I'm glad to have those plants to use. The possibilities with these planters are pretty much endless. I've seen people do tomatoes in them. You may have seen a couple of weeks ago, Kylene and I planted one of these up together with strawberries. These are amazing for strawberries, and I'll leave a link to that video as well. Let's fill her up.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
Now, I don't like to fill this up all the way. I like to leave about an inch or 2 of space at the top to allow for easy planting, easy working with. And I'm just tapping it down gently to make sure there are no big air pockets down in there. And you also need to make sure you leave room to be able to put the watering reservoir on here. Okay, so now we get to plant this one up. You want to do peas first?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to do those in the bottom layer to give them plenty of room to grow up. Because if I do them on the very top layer and even trellis them above this vertical planter, I won't be able to reach them to pick them. So got to make it usable for me.
Can I plant them?
Let's see what kind you got. So these are called sugar daddy peas. Not yet. Hold them tight. I'll tell you when to do it, okay? We want to drop them in the holes, like in the hole here.
Mom, when will they grow?
So it'll take a couple of weeks.
How many weeks?
It'll be a couple of weeks before they start to come up. Maybe about 2 weeks.
Until the sun comes up a lot.
Always important to label your plants. I mean, unless you don't care. But I want to know what I have where and be able to judge how they're performing. Now we have 3 more pockets left to do on the bottom. I think I'll probably just throw in maybe kale in one, lettuce in one, and spinach in one. We'll kind of do a variety on each layer as we go up. These are the soil blocks that I did with the winter sowing. They did so well. You want to be careful not to plant too close to the center because the next layer has to go on. Now they leave plenty of space, but I just want to tend towards a little caution. Okay, I did a lettuce on the bottom here. For the other 2 pockets, I'm going to do this rainbow Swiss chard. And then, see, isn't this nice? You just turn it. On this one, we're gonna do a spinach. This is Bloomsdale spinach. This little trowel is so nice to just cut down in here. Now, after planting up your first layer, make sure your reservoir doesn't have anything in it. The hole for this just goes right on the middle of this, sticks on there. So the layers kind of hook in. You see these parts go on the smaller indents on the layer below it so that the pockets don't cover each other up. Just line those up and they just kind of sit right down on and hold it in place. Now, some people will recommend filling these up individually and then stacking the whole thing on. I can't do that. It gets too heavy, it gets too tall, so I'm putting it on here empty, then I'm going to fill it and plant it, then so on and so on with each layer. Let's push the fast forward button and get this all planted up. I have my GreenStalk vertical planter all planted up now with spring crops, leafy greens. I did lettuce, spinach, kale, arugula, Swiss chard. Oh, we did peas in the bottom. My daughter said she wanted peas. I also did radishes, carrots, cilantro, tons of variety here. And give it about a month and I will be out here picking greens to make my own salads for lunch. Now, those reservoirs that I put in between each layer, the top one is a little different. It's bigger and it sits right on here and clips in to the layer below it. When it comes time to water, you just fill this with water and it will distribute down through each layer. I also have this lid here because you don't want anything but water in this top reservoir. You don't want it to get clogged up with anything. So this keeps the unwanted stuff out. What I love about the Ultimate Spinner on the bottom is it has this drainage tube. And what that does is any excess water that goes all the way down through the bottom, it collects in this tray down here and will empty out this tube. What I plan to do is put a little bucket here or something, and then I can use that excess water to water other things in my garden. I don't want to waste any water. Now, while these plants are getting established, I will probably need to come in and just kind of top water here and there a little bit. But once they really get established, those roots take hold, they will be just fine with top watering. I will go and water all these in since they were just planted. It's super easy to spin. I moved it over here into this corner really easily. This corner is where the patio gets sunlight all day long, and they're just gonna grow and be amazing. If you think you don't have space to grow your own food, look at this. I'm taking up 2 square feet and everything is vertical. You have space. You just need 2 square feet with some sunlight. And look, you can grow 30 plants in here. Now, if you want to check out GreenStalk, our link is in the description, as well as our code for $10 off of a purchase of $75. They have so many products. These are the deep pockets. They make a version that has shorter pockets. They make just a 3-tiered version. So many options to grow vertically. And we have absolutely loved the GreenStalk vertical planter. Have you ever tried one of these? And what have you successfully grown? I hope you will think of creative ways to grow your own food. You can do it. And don't be afraid to get a little dirt under your fingernails so you can turn that dirt into dinner. Or like me, salads for lunch.
That's right. Human?
Yes.